Okay, welcome back. What I want to look at is something called ICT modeling, Information and Communications Technology Modeling. Now, some of you will be doing this at school, or some of you will need to do this because you need to be IT literate, especially if you're in engineering, whether you're in electrical or electronics or anything else in regards to the developing areas that we are going to find ourselves in the future. Even robotics will become part of this. Okay. If any of you have ever programmed a CNC machine, that's a computer numerical control machine, you'll know that certain parts of kind of this information is something that you will use yourselves. Okay. But purely just as as an introduction, I'd like to bring this to you as part of the ongoing process of learning. Okay. So when you look at ICT modeling formulas, aim to teach modeling objectives. Pupils will be able to understand the difference between relative referencing and absolute referencing. Okay. Well, let's look at the starter. What is cell referencing? Cell referencing is the location of a cell at a given location on a spreadsheet. This is more apparent when you are using formulae. Okay. So let's look at an example. In cell A1, I have a value of 100. In cell A2, I have a value of 200. In cell B3, I have inserted a formula. Open bracket equal A2, close bracket, full stop. Okay. This is to insert the value of A2 into B3. Okay. Now you will need to do some additional work for yourselves. Okay. I'm only giving you an introduction to something that you may have come across before. Okay. The formulas open bracket equal A2 close bracket refers to the value located at column A and at position A2. B3 now contains the data located at A2, which is 200. If I wanted to copy location B3 where the formula is located and place it in C4, for instance. So let us copy B3 to C4. When you look at cell C4, you will see that it is showing location B3. That is because with this type of referencing, every time you copy and paste the data into a cell, the data you are pasting updates and refers to different cell location. This is called relative referencing. And here we have our values in our cells, okay, previously mentioned. And if you look at your Excel worksheet, you'll see that it will mark A, B, C, etc. and columns down, okay. So what I've done is to put this into a flowchart mechanism. Hopefully it's easy to follow, but that's the idea. Now again, looking at that, okay. Right. I'm just going to recap from where we came from, okay. That's where we came from, okay. Make sure it's all in frame, okay. Okay. Now let's see how this works in practice for ourselves. Okay, so starter. Now again, this is a flowchart. So you need to remember that to draw out a flowchart in order to aid your understanding of the principle behind certain referencing or ICT modeling. Okay, go into Microsoft Excel, open Excel, go to File, click on New. A new spreadsheet should open. On your new spreadsheet, look for column A. Now look for row 1 and insert 100 in row 1, column A. Okay. Now, have you done all of the above? If yes, you can continue. If no, you'll need to go back and get it done. Okay. And you'll see where it repeats here, right there. So you need to go back and make sure it is done. Okay. Assuming yes, we now move on. The 0 indicates a link, okay, a continuation. This here indicates a continuation link to in respect of a flowchart, okay. In column A, row 2, type in 200. In column B, row 3, press the plus key button to get at the equal sign. Then type equal A2. Now press the return key. You should have a value of 200 in column B, row 3. Excuse me. Now copy the content of column B, row 3, and paste into C4. You should see that the content of C4 is B3. Stop. Okay. Let me just go bring that down slowly so you can see it. I'm thinking hopefully I can make it larger as well. So I can see each one in turn, okay. So I'm just going back to recap the whole flowchart. Okay. Make sure that everything has been in frame and you are able to follow it. Okay, there we are. Okay. Okay. Now pull back so we get this into full view. Okay. Now, difference between relative and absolute references. When you create a formula, references to cells or ranges are usually based upon their position relative to the cell that contains the formula. In the following example, cell B6 contains the formula equals A5. Microsoft Excel finds the value one cell above and one cell to the left of B6. This is known as a relative referencing. When you copy a formula that uses relative references, the references in the pasted formula update and refer to different cells relative to the position of the formula. In the following example, the formula in cell B6 has been copied to cell B7. The formula in cell B7 has changed to equal A6, which refers to the cell that is one cell above and to the left of cell B7. Okay. Now, some of you will need Excel on your computers to actually follow this, but you can do this for yourselves. Okay, you can actually practice this for yourselves. It makes you more familiar with using Excel, because Excel is a very complicated tool to use. if you want to references to change when you, sorry, let me read that again. If you don't want references to change when you copy a formula to a different cell, use an absolute reference. For example, if your formula multiples cell A5 with cell C1 equals A5 times C1, and you copy the formula to another cell, both references will change. You can create an absolute reference to cell C1 by placing a $ before the parts of the reference that do not change. Okay, so you are able to stop any changes happening by placing a $ before or after your specified change required. To create an absolute reference to cell C1, for example, add $ to the formula as follows: A5 times $C $. Okay, and that's roughly it actually. Okay, now this is just for information purposes only, and you'll find that Excel is an excellent table platform to use once you get used to it. Okay? It is brilliant. I mean, once you get a hang of it, you actually don't want to come off of Excel, because it can do calculations, it can do mathematics, it can give you formulas, you can insert formula information into those formulas, and it will give you a solution. This is brilliant. Okay. What we're doing now is just making sure that we recap. Okay. And again, thank you for everything. Okay. I hope you would have found this useful, and all I would like to say is have a good day, and bye for now. Okay. Bye for now. Bye bye.